Hello, this is Carmen, your divine synergist of Heart's Joy. Thank you for joining. Today, I have Damon Stafford with me, who just recently took the Live on Purpose course. Thank you so much for joining today, Damon.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So I just would like to ask a few questions about your experience with the Live on Purpose course. So when you think back to what you were experiencing before you took the course, what was it that made you want to take the course?
I think, I'm not sure if it was the forced pause we all experienced with COVID-19, a couple of different factors, just, world events, the Black Lives Matter issues. I felt stuck, and I realized it wasn't so much about being stuck, but maybe being stationed, maybe in a temporary space. And I think you and I have talked about these things kind of offline. And I think it's like any other skill or any other practice. When you don't use it, you kind of get stagnant and stale. And so I think I wanted a spiritual push forward or a reconnection to help me remember to remember what I kind of inherently knew, but wasn't practicing and kind of felt like it gotten stagnant.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. Um, what was your favorite part about the course?
My favorite part about the course, I think, realizing there are other options available to me besides what I do to earn income, and that I do not have to be qualified to pursue those interests. I don't need to go back to school and get another degree to do what I do, what I'm passionate about. So just another reminder that get out of your own way and stop
Okay.
stop creating obstacles, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Anything else?
I think the crystal piece was nice, was cool. Nice little tool for the arsenal. People who take the course, I'm not going to, no spoilers here. You'll take the course and find out what that piece is about. But there were some different tools you introduced that I can incorporate going forward. So.
Awesome. Did you have any major ahas?
Yeah. I realized, well, I was reminded that what you resist persists, especially with regard to my passion around what's going on with divisiveness between Black Lives Matters issues and Confederate monument, just things that are in a social issues. My biggest aha was that I'm passionate. I believe what I believe. I believe what I believe to be correct or the truth or the right side of history. We use those cliches. And I realized that in my effort to be right, I'm very resistant to opposing views. And that's the main thing I rail against is intolerance. So even in my pursuit for tolerance, I found myself being intolerant. So the good news is, even though I'm a hypocrite, I'm a full-on human, and I embrace that about myself. So it was a big aha to like, yeah, I'm doing exactly what I don't like other people doing. And it's okay because it's a first step towards having open, connected dialogue and conversation and working towards a resolution, no matter what it looks like in the
Awesome. Thanks for sharing.
end.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
Do you have words of wisdom that you'd like to share with those who are watching this video? They may have seen, the Live on Purpose course, or they're contemplating it. What would you like them to know?
I would just say, I believe wholeheartedly that we're in the world is in a transition point, a choice point in a lot of different ways. And for me and for a lot of people, I know we feel some spiritual unrest, some uncomfortability. And I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's a good sign. The choice point reference meaning we have a choice to transcend, to ascend to our higher selves, or kind of sit back and relax in our lazy boy with our cold beer and just watch things unfold. So I think it's definitely time to get off the sidelines spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and get involved. This course did a lot for me to help me realize where I was um, slacking, where I got lazy, got um, dependent on comfortability and expecting people to come to me. And it kind of shook me up in a good way to get in action and get more committed to what I'm about, which is being a change agent.
Awesome. Well, thank you first for showing up and doing your work, because
Thank you.
it is an 8-week course, and I do expect people to show up and be vulnerable, authentic, and do your work. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing
Mm-hmm.
as well. And I appreciate your time.
Sure. Thank you. Take care.